All right, D. The bell has rung. What are we looking at on ES here? Let's get some alerts set.
Okay. Um,
Do you want to look at ES or Russell or both?
oh, the bond is coming down. Um, let's see. All right. So the ES just previous 30-minute bar at 29 bounced off the 4-hour pivot. Man oversold there.
Yep.
4 hours hooked up, but weak, tepid at best. Resistance 36 and Globex high.
Resistance at 36. Okay.
Yeah, I see like 36 to 38, like a 2 point. Um,
Yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about. I mean, they're definitely, if you look at kind of what happened yesterday and overnight, this 36 to 38 area. My eyes drawn more towards 38, but I like this whole area as a.
yeah, I can totally see 38. Mm, on the TF, I don't really have much for a solid sell point yet.
Okay.
Um, definitely nothing for a buy point just yet either. So I'm going to let this kind of open up a little bit. We don't really have any news, and the bond is starting to creep down.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a good play.
All right. Well, we'll let her open up and see what occurs here.
I like my sugar. I mean, corn, and I'm starting to like this crude oil.
What are you seeing on the crude?
I see this real tight symmetrical wedgie forming on the daily,
Yes.
and to me, we're putting in higher lows as we get into the apex of the wedge,
Yep.
and we're holding the weekly support, which is at about 46.30. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we're going below it, but we're popping right back up over it. The CCI on Monday's low bounced off the zero line and is, hooked up nicely. And to Ron's point, even if we got stuck a dollar up from here, who cares? The dollar.
Right.
But I can see the potential. Basically, what I'm eyeballing, if you look at your Delernia chart, is the fact that the weekly high and monthly 50% overlap beautifully.
Up there at that 50 though.
Yeah,
All right.
and even looking at it, if I go even further out to the weekly chart, next quarter, October's quarterly 50% is up there as well.
What level do you have for the quarterly?
Um, moving forward, let me just get a number on it. 5011.
5011. Thank you.
FYI, short-term momentum on the weeklies overbought, but still bullish and heading up. Once the daily gets overbought and hooks down, I think that 50 would be the area that we would be chomping for a big short.
All right. Let me just put a. I'm gonna put an alert at 4960 then, just to make us revisit that monthly quarterly overlap.
Um, yeah, I really like it. I'm gonna wait for the numbers to come out and see what happens.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think there's a trade right now. We've got inventory in an hour, and nobody wants to play that rodeo, except for old Ronnie.
Yeah, I want to research. Well, you gotta clean them, make sure they look good.